Hello everybody, my name is Robbo and I am back with the Hero Coliseum and a bit more summoning. I have got myself a nice fresh warm cup of tea for a bit of luck as we do so. I've done a little bit of digging since last time. Jarko and Lord Slug are two of the ones that have gotten EX limit breaks. Now, if you guys have watched before, you know I'm a fan of Lord Slug in his current form. And he's just gotten a limit break, an EX limit break. I don't have a cooler. Let me just check cooler very quickly. I know I said I wasn't going to do this last time, but I'm really interested to see if he got one. He did! Oh, yes! Cooler's another one that I like. They're actually doing the good SRs. Unfortunately, Ultimate Gohan has been overlooked. So that is a shame. Because I'd have really liked to have done Ultimate Gohan. I'm going to have to do a shitload of grinding to do these limit breaks, though. Cost 25 of their medals. What I'll probably end up doing, guys, is basically going through them and just finding a quick, easy deck to grind through each of them. So that you can basically get them done as quick as possible. The standard good team of double Vegito Videl should really do the job most of the time, unless they are really bulky. But like I said, that's what I'll look into doing that and try and speed it up. Because obviously, guys, it's not fun when you have to sit there just spamming the same battle for 10-15 minutes if you can do it in 2 turns easy. There's a new Cell Jr. Of course there is, just a month after I do my meme team of Cell and Cell Juniors. And that Cell Jr. looks like he's going to be better than the other ones that we currently have, which is typical. I may have to do another Cell Jr. meme team then. There is a new Perfect Cell too, so... You know... I don't know why. I don't know what it was in my head, but for some reason I thought we were about to get a Majin Vegeta UR pop up on screen. Don't ask me why. I know all of the URs in this. But for some reason my brain went, oh my god, they've given us a UR Majin Vegeta. But no. That Kefla's pretty quick. That Kefla could be pretty good, actually. Well, another Bay 18. Not that I need it, but, you know. Android 13 doesn't get the EX break, unfortunately. I was thinking maybe he would. I thought they were going to go for maybe a movie bosses thing, but no. Metal Cooler does not have one. Bloody hell, I haven't seen that Trunks in ages. Or I might have seen it last time and I just overlooked it, I don't know. I summon so many figures at this point that it kind of becomes just a blur. As bad as that may sound. I've leveled up that Piccolo, the new UR one. He's got some solid stats, in all honesty. I'm still not a huge fan. I'll have to see what the other one looks like, but... He has over 5k speed, which is pretty respectable. And you could probably stack that on... I don't think many teams could really take great advantage of it. But what defense does the Vegetos have? I think they're too high. Ooh, the new Evo Vegeta. Now, one thing I will say, guys, is that we actually got that specific version of him leaked, his stats. People were freaking out about it. I don't get it. I think he looks solid. 4k attack and 4k HP. If his speed stat doesn't rise much, he could be very, very good in a slow team. Like, I was quite surprised that they had such a reaction already just based on seeing their base stats. You can't take anything from their base stats, guys. You saw the Janemba last time? He's an SR that got 60 speed between level 1 and 60, so you really can't tell. Also, that End of Z Goku is really good, but it's not what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Not what we're looking for at all. Yes! God of Destruction Topo. We can look at him at the end of the episode. I'm tempted to just awaken one of the Pycons so that I can just analyze him as well. I might do it. I might do that. Just straight up awaken him. Bojack, another one that didn't get a awakening. Now that Piccolo looks interesting. He has a very low speed by comparison, excuse me. We're getting some good luck here, guys. We've got Topo, we've got the other Piccolo, and we've got Evo Vegeta. We're looking pretty solid thus far. The other hit, but I don't really care about that hit. Is this the other Golden Frieza? No. Well, not Golden Frieza, Frieza. It's the same one, but to be honest, guys, I want two of them. I want two of them maxed out. I want to put all of... I want to put all the dupes into HP on one and all the dupes into attack on the other and just see which one's more effective. I think they've both got their pros. But I do want to see this other version of Frieza. I'm really hoping he's like super quick, but sort of frail. I think that would be a nice little figure to have, just for speed teams. Trust me, I hate Videl. The funny thing is, Videl might actually fall out of meta now, depending upon what happens when Slug EX breaks. Videl might actually stop being meta, which would be hilarious. And I'd actually have to ban Slug for the next tournament instead. Actually, I'd ban him and Videl if that was the case. Oh man, that's awesome that Slug's got an EX break. Oh, hello, Gotenks. I really wish we'd gotten a new Gotenks in this update. There's so many figures that I wish we could have, though, so... I think no matter which ones we get, everybody would still be saying, well, I wish we got that one. It's just a fact of the matter. I may have to check out that God Vegeta as well. I don't have him on either my PC or PlayStation account. Maybe he got an EX limit break. We're actually getting quite a few URs across this. It's pretty surprising. Come on, we haven't got that many URs to get now. I want this perfect Cell UR. Oh, there's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. The EX breaks into Gogeta. I think that's arguably the worst Gogeta that he limit breaks into, because he has a lot of health, but his other stats are kind of low. Android 17, another Topo. Well, at least I'll get Topo 1010 pretty easy. So that we've got that going for us, if nothing else. Yeah, piss off Broly. Another Kefla. I'll get Kefla 1010 pretty quick as well. I might have to use her in a few decks, just try her out. These SRs they've released this time actually seem kind of good. We've had a while where SRs have been at best. You know, there's been one or two good ones in each patch, but this one seems to have quite a few in this, so... it's nice to see. Like I said, I've always been a fan of SRs and even rare figures. As you've seen in the past, you know, I've made decks with them involved because they can be very good. Well, if any of you didn't know, this is the Gohan figure I was talking about when I saw Pycon's effect. That Gohan gets a 30% damage boost when there is a Goku on the field. So, he's pretty good. It's a pretty good passive to have. He's still not as good as the other Teen Gohan, but that's somebody we really need. Like, the original Teen Gohan is good, but we need a really busted version of Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. From the BoJack movie. Ooh, there's Cell. Those are some interesting stats. Be interested to see what his posing skill is. I can't believe we still haven't gotten a UR Pycon. I've had so many SR Pycons. Right, we've come to the end of our summoning for this time. We've run out of space. I'll have to dupe a few of these into each other. But who have we got this time that's new to speak of? Well, we have this Vegeta, of course. Right, place on the trigger square to cancel effects inflicted by the opponent after turn order has been decided. If an attacked opponent's attack is higher than this unit's, plus 700 to own attack. I like this Vegeta. Cancel effects inflicted by the opponent. Does that mean all effects? Because I have been asked wanting a figure like this for a while. Here's a front left and front right, which isn't ideal, but let's just crank up your stats and see what you look like. I'm going to have to get a load more medals after this. Then again, I'm going to be farming so much that I'm just going to get a ton anyway, so... Alright, what do your stats look like? Not great. Not great at all, but I'm interested to see how his posing skill works. Like I say, it says cancel effects inflicted by the opponent. Now, inflicted to me makes it sound as if it's anything that hinders you, which means Vados would be cancelled. Now, don't quote me on that. I cannot guarantee that that is how this Vegeta works. But if that is how he works, that's interesting. Because not only would it work on that, it would work on Videl. It would work on any figure that reduces any of your stats. That's actually... If that's how it works, he's really good. If that's not how it works, I ain't going to be using him, probably. Beyond just trying him out. What's this Piccolo look like? His other stats aren't rising too much, but... I don't know. I think he could be an interesting one, bear in mind... I did want to see the Vegetos, actually, didn't I, first? Let's just go down to Vegeto. Oh! How does his effect work? If it triggers... I mean, well, if it triggers first, it'll definitely do it. If that Piccolo triggers his skill first... And this one's really speedy. That could be an interesting little combo, because then you've got a Vegito with nearly 2,000 defense. In fact, he'll be over 2k because of his posing skill. Oh! Okay, I just realised something, that I've underrated him a bit. It says to all allies. That says to all allies, so that means that... That's everyone. That's even the guys on the bench. So if you've got two people with low defense on the bench waiting, he would boost them both by 1,000. That's not bad, although reading the second part of that means that everything gets that buff, which could be scary. Add 5% of all figures' attack and defense to own defense after turn order has been signed. That makes it sound like everyone on both sides benefits from that, but don't quote me on that. I don't know how these work in battle yet. The other Kefla, what do your stats look like leveled up? Yeah, you look pretty poor. I think this one is going to be the better one. Just lock you up. Champa, we've got all those Champas. I don't think I got anybody else, did I? No. Oh, the Cell. Placing the troops going to reduce the defense of the ally to the rear by 150, but plus 700 to own attack, plus 9,999 to own speed after turn order has been decided. Plus 15% to own ultimate attack gauge at the end of the turn. I'm not feeling it. Not from this version, certainly. I mean, that buff is nice. But I don't think... He's too frail. I think, for a front... No, he's not going to be able to tank enough. I don't think. Plus his attack is so low that even 700 extra attack is really not going to make that much of a difference. Oh, the Cell Jr., that's there as well, isn't it? Place on the troops with a minus 10% to the opponent's ultimate attack gauge. Placed partner perfect cell. 10% damage taken and minus 10% damage dealt by all opponents on the field. Stacks during that turn only. The Cell Jr. is pretty good. They don't awaken at all, but those aren't bad stats for a rare figure that has a posing skill like that. I mean, if you ran the other Perfect Cell, I think it would work better. I'm not too impressed with that one. This Frieza is definitely the highlight still. Definitely. Also, guys, this is a good example right here, this Frieza, of what I was talking about, saying you can't judge a figure by its starting stats. Now, if you look at that and then compare it to that, his health and defense hasn't changed much, whereas attack and speed have boosted significantly. So you really can't judge a figure on the base stats you see them at. So when you see a figure and it looks, let's say like that, you really can't judge how he's going to look later on. It's just... yeah, you see, that's where Topo here is a bit weird, because he's a bit more balanced than most. Anyway, we're still on the search for figures. Let's just see, how many are we missing? We're still missing quite a few, actually. Obviously, those are the Janembas. There's another Cell and another Frieza there. There's those four. There's another Champa. There's still quite a few that we're missing. So there is still plenty more to summon for. Anyway, thank you for watching. Tell me which ones you've been impressed with so far. Bear in mind, guys, I record this on the day of the release of the figures, even though this will be out a few days afterwards. So any opinions I have here were first impressions based on the day I summoned, not how I've used them. One thing I want to quickly check, actually, is the free battles, because we've got a few new ones, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to farm. Oh wait, you get both kinds of unlocked chips from these three. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna battle these three and find out which one is the best to farm. Because I know how they all work, it would probably be this one to begin with. Simply because I know what they all do and how they're going to work. Jarko here has 2 figures, possibly 3, actually, including that Trunks, that EX break, so I can't be certain. Topo is the top guy. Of course, Gogeta. We haven't seen a Gogeta yet, have we? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you've had some good luck with your summons, and I'll see you next time.